Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. And if you're new here, welcome to the channel. It's Wednesday, and I hope you're all doing well as this week just moves on by. So, in today's video, I'm going to talk about my own personal two biggest pieces of advice um, for people who are visually impaired who are in college or wish to go to college in the future. And as someone who is visually impaired, I think that I offer some pretty neat perspectives on that people who are visually impaired who want to go to college would benefit from, or who are in college. So my first big piece of advice is to be honest and open about your condition, and in doing so, not being afraid to ask for help when you need it. All these universities across the country have departments and systems in place. Their student affairs office, and by extension, different departments, sub departments that offer assistance and accommodations for students that have various disabilities and conditions, such as longer testing times. They'll put you, maybe sometimes you can test at a different time, and have more time in another location to avoid distractions, or if you need something verbally read to you, taking an oral exam as opposed to a visual paper exam. Those are all things that universities have available to people that you can work with your student affairs office as well as the individual professors and the instructors that you're dealing with. The reason There are two reasons why that advice is useful to folks with visual impairments. One is it makes your time in college easier. It avoids some needless headaches and aggravation and challenges on your part, both physical and mental, psychological. And the second reason why this is important is it prepares you for the workforce, because in the workforce you're going to need to be, if you feel that your vision will directly impact your ability to safely navigate your future workplace or perform your job adequately and proficiently, you're going to need to be transparent and honest about that with people. And when you start that habit in college, it makes it that much easier when you're in the workplace. If you're someone who has kind of gotten away with being upfront about their condition until they get to college or high school, or whatever your highest level of education is going to be before you enter the workforce. So those are the two reasons why it's important to be transparent and to ask for help when you need it when you're in college, so that it just kind of, that habit is very useful to just carry on with you throughout your life. And college is a very controlled environment and safe environment, and forgiving environment than the workforce is in most cases. So it's a good practice field for those sorts of things. The second piece of advice that I want to give you guys, if you're visually impaired and you are interested in college, is to do what you can to acclimate yourself to the university, the actual physical grounds of the university, before you get there, before you start school. So like the summer before, try to arrange it. Arrange for visits with your school or university, and go there either with an orientation and mobility instructor provided to you by the state or county where you live, and have them help you sort of navigate and get used to where everything is on campus, all the important places, all the important offices, and then where your classes are also, um, if you already have your schedule ahead of time. Because then it would also, that would prevent you from going through some unnecessary challenges as well. It's better to know the lay of the land before the first day of class, because the first day of class, if you're new in the college game, is stressful for everybody, visual impairment or not. So that's about it. Those are my two biggest pieces of advice for people with visual impairments who want to go to college. And if you guys have any questions about this topic, please feel free to write it in the comments or contact me on social media. And in the next video, I'm going to talk about more about advice for college, but it's going to be for people who are visually impaired as well as people who aren't visually impaired. So it's sort of more of a broad video. This one's kind of niche, to the future one's going to be more broad. So thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you all. Have a great day.